Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Discriminating Gamer. Say, what do you call a collection of hundreds of billions of stars that's allergic to milk? Galactose intolerant. Ladies and gentlemen, today we're going to go ahead and take a look at Kardashev Scale from WizKids. Hello, everybody. We'll get back to the review in just a second. I just want to take a moment to ask you to go ahead and check out and subscribe to my other channel, that is Cody Carlson, PhD, where we talk about military history and books on history and fun things like that. Please check that out. Please subscribe. And now, back to the review. In Kardashev Scale from WizKids, 2 to 6 players attempt to collect the most cards, gain the most points in their quest to build the greatest galactic civilization of them all. Now, a Kardashev Scale refers to the level of technological advancement of any spacefaring civilization. It would be based on their energy consumption. Would it be planetary consumption, system consumption, or galactic consumption? And that forms the basis of this game. Each player is going to go ahead and have their own unique player dial. We're going to have one player with the starting token. I believe it's the youngest player starts the starting token. You're going to go ahead and separate 3 resource pools. You're going to have trade, conflict, and research. And then you're going to have decks of cards. These decks are either planets, systems, or galaxies. You're going to shuffle them all, and then you're going to create a pyramid. You're going to put 4 of the planet cards on the bottom, 3 of the system cards on top of that, and 2 of the galactic cards on top of that. Now, on your turn, what you're going to do is select from your dial one of the 3 resources or advancement. You're going to go ahead and you're going to select that and put it face down. Then simultaneously, everybody reveals their dial. Essentially, you're competing with the person to the left of you and to the right of you, and you're doing a basic rock, paper, scissors. Trade beats conflict, conflict beats research, and research beats trade. So you're going to look and see who wins each of those conflicts to the left and to the right of you. If you win against one of your opponents, you're going to take 2 of the resources that you selected. If you win against both of them, you could take 4 of those resources. However, if you tie with one of the people, you both claim the same resource, you each just get to take 1. If you are beaten, then you don't get to take any. Now, you can never have more than 10 resource items. If you have more than 10, you have to return the excess to their specific resource piles. Now, you can also take the advancement action. That means you place your dial on the advancement action when you reveal. That means you're going to lose any conflict. You're not going to gain any resources that turn. But what you can do is spend the resources you have on the cards that are visible. Now, the cards themselves, they have a point value, which is visible, but they also have a cost in resources to buy that card. They're also going to have some other information below, what kind of card they are, and any text abilities. You're going to go ahead, spend your resources to claim 1 card and put that in front of you. Now, again, you have to start with planetary. So you're going to build a base of planetary, and then you're going to place later, as you gain your system cards, you're going to place your systems, like in a pyramid, above your planetary cards. So you'd need at least 2 planetary cards to get at least 1 system card. But you're going to keep doing that, and then the same rule applies with the pyramid for galactic cards later in the game. Now, after you take the advancement action, you also have the opportunity to take any 3 of the same resource and trade those in for 1 of any other resource. Now, also, if you are the first player and you take an advancement action, at the end of your turn, you have to pass the first player token to the next person in a clockwise order. The game's going around and around. You're attempting to build up your galactic civilization, and as soon as any player has 25 point showing cards in their play area, the game finishes that round and ends. Then what's going to happen is each player is going to score their cards. Now, of course, you're looking at the base score point value of every one of those cards, but you're also looking at the various abilities that come with those different cards. You look at those abilities, you try to figure out exactly how all these cards work together to do more points, and whoever has the most points and has created the greatest galactic civilization wins. Kardashev Scale. So Kardashev Scale is a pretty quick game. It's again, if you got people with AP, that might be an issue, but generally speaking, this game goes pretty quickly, 20 to 30 minutes. There's not a lot to it in the sense that it's not overly complex, but at the same time, there is some real decisions. Obviously, in a sense, you don't know what other people are going to go for unless you just pick a specific card you think they might want to go for. So when you're choosing your dial and it's rock, paper, scissors, you more often than not don't know what's going to happen. But you do have choices when it comes to when you're going to take those advancement actions and which cards you're going to put in your civilization. Do I want to expand out my planetary base, or do I want to start with those systems, or have I got a chance to get a galaxy card out there? So there's a lot you're trying to do in not a lot of time. So in that sense, the game packs a punch because it does give you some big choices. It moves quickly, and time is limited. Now, generally speaking, I like this game, and again, it's a game I like and I enjoy because it is quick. Again, if this were a longer game, I don't think it could sustain it. If it were an hour-long game, I just don't think it'd have the legs to keep it interesting. But where it is such a quick game, I think this is a good opener for game night. It's a good filler game. I think this is one that people, if you're just looking for a kind of a lighter card game that's not too heavy, this one is fun. I got a kick out of it, and the recommendation for the discriminating gamer is buy it. Thank you once again for joining us today on The Discriminating Gamer. As always, we ask you to please leave a comment for us on YouTube, on Board Game Geek, on our Facebook page, or on thediscriminatinggamer.com. We'd ask you to please like us on Facebook, subscribe to us on YouTube, and follow us on Twitter. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd also ask you to please check out my other channel, that is Cody Carlson, PhD, where we talk about military history and books on history and fun things like that. Please check it out. Please subscribe. And we'd also ask you to please give a thumb to this video on Board Game Geek. That helps us out a lot as well. Ladies and gentlemen, I thought I'd reward you now with giving you an example of a paradox. A stormtrooper attacks a red shirt.
Please somebody help me on my feet again, and I don't know where I'm going, and I don't know where I've been. Please somebody help me on the solid ground. It's a long time, and I'll be dying. Once a year I wind up in the band.
Fury of Dracula by WizKids, 4th edition. Let me... Oh, sorry about that. I just came down those stairs and I kind of tripped on the last one.